Qliphort.
Hey guys, Ross from Scarborough Duelist. We're just finishing up from Toronto Regionals. Played some Clees. They got hit. It hurts. I don't want to give up on them just yet. They're still fun. Didn't do as good as I wanted to do. Could have done a bit better, but I still did pretty well. Destroyed Cosmos.
Yo, that was a great match.
The one thing I didn't think I'd beat, I beat Cosmos. I was pretty happy about that. I beat all the meta, lost all the rogues, so, there's that. But, yeah, let's get into it. So, start off the deck. Real
Keep
simple.
them upside down, please.
Real simple, real simple.
The one scout.
The one scout because he's all lonely by himself, and his best friend, 2 monoliths. Straight up, that's the skill you want to get. You want to get a scout, you want to get a monolith. You open with scout monolith in your hand, you're blessed. You are blessed with that opening. That's what you're looking for. Search out anything. Search out a disc, bring that out. Fill up your pendulum, monolith. Straightforward, just keep drawing. Keeping cards in your hands, keep it going, don't break out like I did every game.
Except that Cosmo game.
Except for the Cosmo game, yeah, I know. 3 Helix. Again, it's the other 9 in
It's
the
Helix,
deck.
you have to play it.
You have to play 3 Helix. You need it. I actually put it in my skills more often than you'd think. I think I actually had my scout on board more than I had it in my skills on regionals, honestly. I've never done that in my life. I had my scout on board, I think, 4 of the 9 games I had my scout on board. I don't know why. I bricked really hard. It's not as consistent as it used to be. It's still fun, but the consistency I'm trying to work on again. The complement to the 9 now, the 1, the carrier, 3 of them, finish off more skills. Straightforward again, pop monsters, bounce monsters, pop magic, that kind of stuff. We're gonna bring out the stealth, kind of going into the quasi-boss monsters now, Stealth again, pop, bounce cards, get over anything. Like I had to get over, what did I have to get over? I had to get over something really big. It was messing me up for a while. It was
What deck was it? Cosmos?
Yeah, it was Cosmos.
Dark Destroyer.
Dark Destroyer. Yeah, I was having a bit of problems with it. Got one of these out. There we go.
Beautiful.
Again, in the sort of boss monsters, we got the shell and the discs. You know what? Shell helped me out so much in this game. Honestly, with the 2 attacks,
There's not much that can constantly stand on up to a 28 that attacks twice. That does piercing as well, is it, right? So
it saved my life so many times. Once I put Shell down, I think it won me every game I put it down. I don't get it as much at 1. I'm not looking for it, but when I get it, it helps a lot. Disc, straightforward, put more cards in the field, get my pendulum ready. I actually used that so many times where I didn't know if I'd be able to finish a match in time. I top decked a disc, put out a scout, put out a helix and a carrier, push for game right there. It's really helpful. Kind of getting into my tech choices now. Straightforward, vanities. I don't want anyone to special. I'm okay with normaling twice. I can normal. I don't have a problem with that. Other people don't like normaling. Other people only want a special, so helps me out a lot. The only time I had a problem with it, where I was really pissed off about it, Gradles. They kept on taking it and just locking me out and poking me with it. That was upsetting. That was very upsetting. I decided that out so quick. Another tech choice that I use that I don't think many people use, Light and Darkness, Lad. You know what? It's come so clutch. When I use my Lad, honestly, I've been able to. I was playing a Magispectors. Just anytime I tried to activate something, negate. Again, in Cosmos, I did the same thing too. Negated everything. Plus, once it gets down, I don't let them pop it. I just tribute over it. It's not a big deal. I put advantages on top of it. And then my boss monster. I don't think anyone uses this. Everyone's upset that we lost towers. I'm upset we lost towers, right? But I tried using Skybase for a while. I didn't like Skybase. You know what? You couldn't search it. You couldn't do anything. There's 3 tributes. But I still need a boss monster. I didn't know what to put in. As a joke, someone kind of recommended this to me. I did it. I played it as a joke. And you know what? I fell in love with it. Alvis the Tormentor.
Beautiful. No one expects it.
No one expects it. And when they see it on the field, there's no response.
Activate the 2. Talk about the 2 tribute thing.
The 2 tribute?
You know how you...
Yeah, when you... Because I put it on the field, no big deal. I pendulum out, you tribute 2 cards, it blows up their field.
And you
That's
get your
it.
effects, like...
Blows up their field, and I get my effects by tributing their monsters, because it's not sending monsters to the grave, it's tributing them. So I get my Please tributes effects, and then I get him. It's beautiful. Honestly, this man...
And what's hitting over a 4K? Let's be honest in this meta.
Nothing hits over a 4K in this meta. There's nothing that you could do.
I think the strongest thing in the meta is like 3K. Like, that's it.
No one expects it. And I think the strongest thing would probably be Archfiend, Scarlet Archfiend.
What is it, like 32?
Yeah, 32.
32, yeah, see?
32. Oh no, I'm still gonna hit
Yeah,
over
exactly,
you, right?
exactly.
The biggest thing I can think of.
Worst
right now
comes to
in the
worst, you
meta-
blow it up. Like,
Exactly. The biggest thing I think of in the meta, I can't even get over this. Honestly, as much as it's a joke, it's like playing Skybase, except better.
exactly.
Just think about it. It's Obelisk. That's it for my monsters. I think that's I want to say 20 monsters.
20 monsters?
20 monsters in this deck.
So 10 spells, 10 traps.
Yep. So next for the spells, straightforward. 1 sacrifice, 1 laser clip. Sacrifice is just a necessity. You need it. Who doesn't want an extra? Who doesn't want the card to count as an extra tribute? Who doesn't want to put my shell out there with can't be destroyed by battle? It's really good. It helps a lot. The Surge, amazing. I'll chain, especially, I love when people blind MST when I put it down. I put it down just like to scare someone, right? They don't know if it's a lose a turn or whatever it is, right? So I put it down. Whenever they blind MST it, I just equip it, and I automatically get the search with it. Laser clip, pretty straightforward. Gives me the extra normal summon for a clean monster. So it's really good. I'll what's it called? Pendulum out everything I can. Normal vanities, and then I have the 1 extra clean monster. So then I'll bring out like a disc or something and fuck people up.
Yeah, exactly.
What's next? We got 2 Summoner's Arts because I really need a scout in my hand as fast as possible. With only 1 scout, you need to get him into your hand right away. And you know, even if I have scout in my hand, it'll still search me out the monolith, so I don't have to use scout search, right? And plus, sometimes I'll even have scout and monolith in my hand, and I'll play it just to waste whatever kind of. Let's say they want to negate something. What's that one card? I can't remember the card name now, but they always try to negate it, right? I especially like to play it as a decoy. They'll always waste their resources on it, and then I can play what I really need. Next is 3 upstarts. You need to draw in this deck. You need cards in your hand at all times. That's it, straightforward. After that comes Monarch Qliphort, who doesn't want to tribute their opponent's cards. If I have nothing, I'll tribute their boss monster. It doesn't target, right? So it gets around almost anything. I tribute their boss monster, and then I throw down a vanity. So what are they going to do? Nothing. They're ruined at this point. After that's 1 Wavering Eyes. I put a lot of bogus scales down. I don't need them in there, and sometimes they get stuck for too long. Sometimes I just need to clear out my scales. Like, that's it. It happens. You get stuck. I get to search a pendulum. I get to deal some damage. It's all good. Helpful. 1 MST. You know, I found I didn't even use it. I ended up siding out my MST a lot. Not many people use back rows. I played Tellers with no back row. I played Cosmos with no back row. I played Magic Specters no back row. I've been playing some really weird matchups. Honestly, it might just be the people here, but I had no problem with back row at all. Came out almost every match. Pot of Riches, because you really need to recycle that scout. It gets bad. It's a free draw too. Who doesn't love that, right? I have all the pendulums. Even if I pull it, even if I draw it and I don't have my scout in there, if I have a bunch of things in there, why not recycle them, right? 2 draws helps me out. Dark Hole, because I can bring my monsters back and they can't. Pretty straightforward. And Regeki for when, you know, I want to keep my monsters on the fields. When I feel like I can do something else, but I still want to clear their board.
No, let's be honest. You only have the Dark Hole because Rick Aki's at 1.
Okay, fine. Yes, you're right, but still. Moving on to traps now. Climate change. Oh my goodness, this card. I never wanted to play it before. I never had enough room for it. But now that I'm actually bringing it out, so helpful, so helpful. Again, you want to recycle that scout as fast as possible. That scout means a lot. And as soon as you get it back, it's so helpful. I'm going to go into vanities, because why would I want them to special summon? I don't. All normal summon, doesn't hurt me. Literally sometimes I'll just put down a boss, so I'll put down let's say I'll normal summon my shell. Put that down. I'm happy. I can live on that. That wins games right there. Skill drain. Because
Skill
who
drain.
doesn't love to bring all their Qliphort back up to 24?
28.
24, 28, right? I will normal a carrier when I have this out just because. Just because it comes up to 28, that's it. You're gonna pop it, what are you gonna do? My monsters are so strong. It doesn't matter. Yes.
Yeah, on the odd time, if you get bar roast, you probably shouldn't have activated the skill drain, but that's another story for another day.
Okay, yeah, one time. Whatever.
Another story for another day.
And the last traps in my deck are lose one turns. Everyone should play this card. This card should be a staple for every Qliphort build ever. Honestly, it should be a staple for every Qliphort. It's so amazing. Even if it hurts you a little bit, when I pendulum, I only pendulum to tribute right after, right? So even if they go into defense, they still get their effect on tribute, because it's when they hit the extra deck, right? So it hurts me if I want to push with a pendulum summon, but if I'm just trying to normal summon, I can deal with it. Plus, if I do pendulum them out and don't do anything with them, since their effects are negated, they go back up to their original attacks again. Pretty helpful. But yeah, that's it for my main deck.
On to the extra.
We're gonna go on to our extra deck now. 40 cards, just in case you're wondering.
Wait, people play more than 40 cards?
I know some people do, it's crazy.
Necros are dead, what do you mean?
Apparently not, I lost to them.
Yeah. Well, that guy was just really good. I'll cut this
You
out,
know
don't
what?
worry.
He was good. So for the extra deck, I don't ever go in.
Rarely. But when you do, it comes clutch.
I think I went into my extra deck this whole regionals twice. Comes clutch, yes, but I don't go in. So, Diamond Dyer, obvious reasons. I just want to pop things if I just really want to get something off the field really fast. Cowboy, if I just want to stall and burn for a bit.
Or that
Cowboy.
clutch moment.
That clutch moment, Cowboy for game. Happens more often than you think.
I lost to it.
Gorgon, you know, helps you out there. Sometimes you just want to beat stick. Sometimes you never know what you want to do with it, right? Dweller, again, the graveyard is like really big this meta. It's big with Tellers, it's big with Cosmos, it's big with everything, right? If I stop graveyard effects, BAs, they're already dead, but you know, let's kill them a bit more. Ragna Zero, again, it's just kind of an option. You never know.
Gets around Dante.
Gets around Dante, yes it does. Gets around a few things, whatever adds. And plus, if I decide to put my what's it called? Carrier into the scale, it makes their attack minus 300. So basically everything's a target for Ragna Zero. Gustav? Just bounce.
Gustav.
101. I just need to send
That's
something
not a
to the
101,
grave-
sir.
Sorry, did I say 101? 50. Number 50. If I just want to send something to the graveyard really fast, I just need it gone. Rebellion, because, you know, sometimes I just want to beat her. I just want to beat stick there.
What? Yes, it does, but
That runs over
Yes, it
Obelisk,
does.
but I am only
who the hell is going to have that end demo?
I do not.
Yes, it does. It does
Yeah,
target.
targets, never mind. Never
Does not
mind.
get around Obelisk.
101 because
101.
101. This is the one thing I actually kind of went into every now and then. Late game, if my scout ended up in the graveyard, I'd bring that out. That would recycle my scout. Sometimes it'd be too late, but you know what? Sometimes it actually save me. These are my 6 plays now for when Skeldrin's up. Or not when Skeldrin's up, when I normal summon and stuff like that. Bouncer. Swordbreaker.
Card is so clutch.
Comes clutch all the time, man. Gauntlet Launcher if you just want something dead. Exabeetle. And you know, because I play 6s and stuff, just the random guy charger, it Lance there.
Good.
It's an option. It fills up my my extra to 15. Like I said, I rarely ever go in. But if I have to go in and I have the cards for it, it comes clutch. Last thing we're gonna go through now is my sides. I use basically everything in here.
I have enough memory for you.
2 Wavering Eyes, you know, Magispectors, Pepe, that kind of stuff. Just take out their scales right away. Plus, if they try to use Wavering Eyes on me, I'll chain it right back so they don't get their effects. Happens all the time. MSTs in case I really need to pop something really important. Happens every now and then. Forbidden Lance, because you know sometimes I just need to save my monsters, right? Sometimes someone wants to Regeki a Lance. Yeah, I lose attack for the turn, but
If they have to Regeki, they're not going to get over it.
exactly, if they have to Regeki, they're not going to get over the monster anyways. Fairy Winds come in clutch. I burned a guy for a game with Fairy Wind. Honestly, he had I think it was a Zephyra. It was a Zephyra deck. It was a Yangzing Zephyra Turbo. He had all these face-up cards. I Fairy Winded him, just took everything out, burned him for game. Oh, he was cheesed. Lightums, because lights are a problem. Tellers really messed me up. My Lightums helped me. Imperial Iron Walls, because why would I want Cosmos? Forget Cosmos, man. Once you put the Imperial Iron Walls, I think a guy scooped. He scooped. Imperial Iron Wall scoop. Chaos Chapel. Honestly, I was a little iffy about thinking about putting it in, but it came in clutch, honestly. Sometimes you just need something to stop it. It's a warning. It's a warning when I don't want to put warning into my deck. Wiretaps.
Yeah.
They come in clutch all the time. Everyone thinks, oh, you know what? I'll flip the Spell Fragrance and I have game, right? Nope. I'll flip the Fairy Wind. They just think they'll flip all these things for game, right? Nope. Here we go. Wiretap. Put it back in their deck. Ruins them. The one thing I could say I did not need as much in this deck was probably the Lances. They were just a tech choice. I thought I'd need them a bit more. I only put them in twice because it was a very spell-heavy deck. Not a big deal, but yeah. And I think that's it.
All right. Well, Scarborough Duelist.
Scarborough Duelist.
Yeah. We in Subway, nigga.